Hey everybody. You know, I did a rant a little bit, but I kind of overdid it because I didn't know that my time limit was reduced. But I'm going to try to keep this within 15 minutes. But you remember that teacher I told you about, the one that's driven me, my mom, her fellow classmates up the freaking wall? Well, I told you how she kind of keeps, being disorganized, doesn't sometimes know what she's doing and stuff like that. Well, get this. One of my mom's friends and classmates at the Las Posita'S College in her English class has recently been emailing basically an outline of when certain items are due on what dates. So today, a lot of what was due. The journals, the questions, the six questions out of the 10, or out of the 30, if you will, of another previous assignment, the argument analysis, you name it, the five questions out of another book, stuff like that, journals, whatever. Everything basically listed that was listed for today was due. Everything. Journal stuff, everything. Questions, answers, quiz designs, everything was due. So get this. This morning I wake up around 8 o'clock. And I admit this is partially my fault because I should have checked. But I get up, I come over here in the living room, I let my dog out, I let me and my mom's dog out to go to the bathroom, bring her back in, let the cat into the garage, and just let her do her thing, kind of relax. And what do? After that's all said and done, I fall asleep down here on the couch, because I'm still tired, because I stayed up the night before, had a few beers, but still finished the homework, blah, 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 whatever. So, I wake up about maybe 2-3 hours before my nephew, who gets dropped off around 3 o'clock, earliest I can remember. And basically when I told my sister when she came to pick him up, she's like, kind of rolled her eyes, like, she couldn't believe her husband did that. But anyway, throughout all that, I didn't check my mom's email. Because I assumed she was going to have class. Because most of the time, up until tonight, she's had class. Well, get this. Me and my mom stay up as late as we can. I stay up doing the typing portion, basically typing up her final drafts and all that. The typing portion, the typing drafts, or typing versions of what she's written down, of what she's read, researched, and written down. And then, this morning, and I didn't check this, I should have, but I was asleep. This morning, her teacher sends them an email saying class is canceled. Basically, everything that she said was due today is canceled until this Wednesday. Wednesday! Get this, Wednesday? See, you're telling me she's canceling today, but she's not canceling Wednesday. Does that make any sense to people? What is Wednesday? Oh, that's right. Wednesday's Halloween, isn't it? Wednesday is fucking Halloween. A night with grandparents like my mom, who has 3 young nephews and one 20-year-old niece. Granddaughter. One 20-year-old granddaughter. It's a night and a 17-year-old nephew. 17-year-old grandson, I should say. But basically the main 3, my 8-year-old, 5-year-old, and 3-year-old nephews, great nephew being 3. This is the night that grandparents like her want to watch their kids go trick-or-treating. Probably go walk with them to go trick-or-treating. And what does this fucking teacher do? Oh, by the way, you got class tonight. Oh, by the way, class is canceled tonight, but I'll see you on Halloween. Are you fucking serious? You're telling me my mom, her fellow classmates, people that help them outside of the class, whether it's typing up a final draft or not, or helping them research, like I do the typing part at most times. Not all the time. She gets in there too. My mom does type too. But most of the time, to do the typing of the final draft. Are you fucking telling me we wasted an entire Sunday night? An entire Sunday night. Well, I could have easily. I'm telling you, I could have easily been drinking this with my sisters. With my sister. My other sister and my sister. I could have been drinking something like this. I could have been drinking that. And yet this teacher doesn't have the courtesy to say that weekend before. And yet, instead of doing something like that, we use our time, and I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it at all. But we basically bend over to do this. With people like me are helping with the typing or the researching, or students like my mom are up all night typing if they have to. Are you telling me they're wasting that night only to find out, oh, by the way, there's no class tonight. We're just going to go and do it Wednesday. You fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You'd rather have your class come in on Halloween, a night where if they have kids, they want to see their kids go trick-or-treating? You want to fucking do that? Now, given the teacher the benefit of the doubt, I could probably understand maybe she was out partying last night. She said, obviously, according to my mom, she had some kind of Halloween thing she was excited about going to. So you're fucking telling me that she would rather go to a Halloween thing over the weekend instead of waiting on Halloween to go to it or whatever, or to do something. She'd rather go on the weekend or do whatever the fuck she did. And she'd rather do that instead of get some sleep so she can do her class the night before and then say to her class tonight, oh, by the way, class on Wednesday is canceled for Halloween. Are you fucking serious? Now, I know my mom should be standing here right now and ranting her ass off about it. I know her fellow classmates should be ranting their ass off about it right now. But I'm one of those people that stay up all night or sacrifice their time out of the love of our heart, out of the kindness of our love for our families and our friends. We sacrifice our time to help them out. And only to find out that what we help them out with what we help them is supposed to be due on the night it's due, which is tonight, that it's not due until that. No, because the class is canceled? For what fucking reason? The teacher doesn't even give a reason. She doesn't. She just says, class is canceled. She doesn't give a fucking reason. If you're going to cancel a class, give a fucking reason. Is it because she went out and celebrated the Giants' win last night? Well, I have no problem with them celebrating. But did she get so blasted, maybe? So plastered, if you will, last night? She didn't realize, oh, I got to get up the next morning and be ready to teach class and go to class. She didn't fucking realize that, if that's the case? Did she go to some fucking Halloween party last night that was also showing the game and get plastered? Not realizing it? Did she? I mean, what other excuse could there be? What other excuse? I mean, unless it's a family emergency, I can understand it. I can understand if it's a family emergency. I can understand it. If it's something like that, I get it. If she's got a family member in the hospital or something like that, I can understand it. I get that. I can understand and respect the reason for that. But she doesn't give a reason. No fucking reason at all. I mean, usually, and God forgive my language for saying this, usually when our pastor or anybody from our church has a Bible study, usually they let people know via email or phone call. They say, by the way, we're not going to have Bible study tonight because of this reason. They usually let people know. And they give them the reason why it's not happening, why Bible study is not taking place. But this lady, who's unorganized, doesn't give a fucking reason? Now, okay, alright. Maybe it's personal. Maybe she doesn't want to give a reason. Maybe it's too personal, she doesn't want people to know. But at least let them know, at least kind of give them an idea, kind of a hint like, oh, due to family emergency, but don't say what. Or due to a family situation, but don't say what. Or personal reasons, but don't say what. But yet she doesn't give no explanation. She just says it's canceled. And you're basically telling everybody that spent their time writing and typing, or writing and having other people like myself helping them type them up. Type up the other part. Type it up. You know, basically you're telling people that wrote and then went and typed it up, or you're telling people that wrote and then had other people type it up for them, or whatever. You're telling them, oh, by the way, it's canceled. Everything that was due tonight is canceled for tonight. What the fuck? And you don't give a reason? You know, my niece is right about one thing. Someone should report this teacher. Report it to the dean saying this teacher is disorganized. This teacher, you need to sit this teacher down. The dean, whoever in the fuck is in charge of Las Positas College, needs to sit down with this teacher and say, look, if you want to keep teaching here, you need to organize your thoughts. You need to put your students and your class first. You need to be organized. Put everything about your job, your students, your students and what they do for you, your class that you teach in, you need to put that first. And if you're going to cancel it, if you're going to cancel it and give a reason. I mean, heck, they have that Larry Crow movie. And at the beginning, in doing one of the scenes where Julia Roberts, who's a teacher for a college class, she sees not enough students, say, hey, this class is dismissed, this class is canceled for the semester. Here comes Tom Hanks in, right? And the class has to resume because that's just the right amount of students. She cancels in the morning. At 9-something in the morning, she sends an email. There's no reason for that. The class doesn't start till the evening. What's the reason? Just tells you how disorganized this teacher is. And the fuck that she fucks up people. Fucks with people because she doesn't know how to organize. Again, what was the reason? Was she plastered from celebrating the Giants' win last night? World Series win? Was she plastered because she was at a Halloween party and they were watching it? What's the deal? Was there a family emergency or personal reason? Let us know. Give us some kind of an idea. Don't just say it's canceled. And basically tell everybody, oh, by the way, everything you did over the weekend that was due today, oh, by the way, it's not due until Wednesday. You don't have to come until Wednesday. Wednesday, Halloween, a night where families get together to watch the kids go trick-or-treating. A night where people actually do have Halloween parties. Even though they have them on the weekends, they still have them on that day too. Yet you're telling people they got to go to class? What sense does that make, folks? I ask you. Because it doesn't make no fucking sense to me. But that's all I'm going to rant on right now. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever experienced a teacher like this before? Let me know down below. Video responses are greatly appreciated. I'll talk to y'all later.